All right, Coach. First three quarters, it was kind of hard to stop Valley. They were running the ball, had a good game. Then fourth quarter, all of a sudden, you guys were able to get some stops on fourth down and kind of turn the tide in favor. What changed for you guys defensively in that fourth quarter?
Well, obviously, we knew the quarterback was a good football player, run the power read, and they kept us off balance. And we hit him, then he fall forward. And the good thing about our offense is just they stayed in the game. They kept us in there. Every time they would score, our offense would score. Then we just kept trying to make adjustments. And then obviously we got the fourth down stop in the third quarter. And then our offense, it kind of gave them an extra boost to say, hey man, let's go ahead and put this thing away. So we were just able to make a few adjustments, but they're a good football team. We knew the quarterback, he's a pretty good football player. And so for us, it was just about learning how, as you're building a program, and I tell everybody this, first thing is we were losing big, then you lose close, and then you win. So it was good to see us, after the last couple games, 2 out of the last 3 games, losing the fourth quarter, but be able to come back this game and win the fourth quarter. So I'm just proud of these guys that's up here with me, and it was a hard-fought battle, and I think as we looked it up, it's the first homecoming win since 2019 against, I think, Central State or Lane, one of them. But it's a big win for our program. I'm happy for these young men, and we just got to continue to work and build off this.
And you mentioned it coming into the fourth quarter tie game, being able to win that fourth quarter. How big was that for you guys, to not just for this game, but for the season?
Well, for us, as a coaching staff, man, we preach situational football. We preach about finishing the game the right way, and a couple of times we didn't do it. And so nobody panicked. Again, we got to stop on defense. We was back on our heels. We got to stop. And then anytime, being honest, with the offense that we have right now, the weapons that we have, we're very explosive. And once we got to stop, I knew we could kind of, put our foot on the gas a little bit and made 2 big-time plays in the fourth quarter. So excited about that.
And Jalen, I know you were involved on a couple of those fourth down stops. Just what were you thinking in those moments, and what did you see, and what was the mindset to get off the field?
My mindset was on that really just getting the reroute, because my coach was on me like all week about getting the reroute. Number 0, he's right there because he's going to try to get to the sticks or he's going to run a seam. It really made me focus on getting reroutes, because against a Grambling game, I didn't get a reroute on somebody, and I caused basically kind of the losing, basically the touchdown that lost us the game. So I had my teammates and my coaches on me of getting a reroute, so that's what my mind was going through.
What do you think clicked for you guys defensively in the fourth quarter? Just in general, the fourth quarter defense, what clicked?
It's like we all came together. Like I was here last year. We struggled with all coming together, but now like we all came together. Nobody pointed fingers. Everybody was just one big raw lion. So yeah, that's it.
And Coach, other thing I noticed was the passing game, only less than 100 yards at halftime, and all of a sudden, second half, you're able to get some big plays through the air, kind of be the passing offense we've seen all year. Was there any conversation at halftime, or what allowed you guys to get the passing game going in the second half?
No, man, the weather. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, it was a beautiful day all day, and I checked that weather all week. Man, I don't know what happened. It just came out of nowhere. But God was shining down on us. He sent us back in and said, y'all ain't focused. Get y'all tail off this field. And so we had to go back to the locker room, and we had a chance to make some corrections, talk to our players, talk about being fearless, okay, talk about being focused. And then we talked about being fired up. And so what you saw in the fourth quarter is you saw that mentality. They would come back around. And then obviously with this guy right here to my right, I mean, this guy can spin the football. We had to settle him down. And, he's been banged up. And we don't tell people all our injuries, but he's been banged up. And so we had, early in the game, say, hey, man, go over there and just get you some Kool-Aid and just kind of sit back and watch it. And he's so competitive. He don't like that. And so I was so happy for DJ. And I said this to the team. DJ won the Donald Bell Memorial Scholarship last week, the highest GPA. And it was so great to watch this young man every day in practice. Like, he's a coach, okay? He never complained. He playing behind 9, but he ain't never said a word. And then we put him in the game, and what did he do? He take us down the field and score a touchdown. This is a football team. And I keep telling everybody, all we got to do is stay together, and you're gonna feel the roar. The other team's gonna feel it, because we're starting to build something special. And like I said, I can say so much about all these guys. Jalen didn't lose a game last week. Okay, it's a lot of people made mistakes last week, and we talk about doing your 111. But the guy on the end, I got to shout this guy out, man. Jonas Davis. He's become a true leader. Okay, we just added him to our captainship. Okay, because he is fearless. Okay, he ain't afraid to tell his teammates when they wrong, when they right, he'll tell them keep going. And so what you saw is he changed the momentum of the football game. He made 4 tackles on the kickoff team. All right, and he was the first one off the field that was fired up, and everybody would feel what? Off his energy. All right, the team, you just watch us play. When Jonas went down there and made those plays, then you put him at tailback. This was the starting tailback last year. Man, this young man over here to my right is the kind of person that you want to take in the alley with you. But he also the kind of person you want to take to church with you, because he's going to help you out. And so I'm just proud for Jonas, what he's been able to do, battle back from a lot of injuries. I mean, he ain't even 100%, but he gives 100% every single day. So that's why I wanted him up here with us, because he is the true definition of a line.
And Jonas, since he brought you up, I mean, you know, as a running back, usually you're the one carrying the ball, getting hit, but now we saw a couple times you were able to lay some hits on special teams, but I saw 2 times you were running up the field fired up after those hits. What has that mindset change been for you to go from running back to a special teams ace that's getting those, not just making tackles, but getting some big hits?
Really, I'm just on the team. Whatever work with the team player, put me on special teams, anything, try to help the team. With the mindset Coach Hamp said, fired up. You always got to be fired up, because if we get too quiet on the sideline, we're going to go down in the drop. Always got to keep energy, always got to be positive.
And Makai, for you, you know, very weird game. Had the first quarter, then obviously had the delay, and then the second quarter, and then a long halftime. How did you guys get through all those different stoppages and the weather and everything that was going on?
We just got to adapt, and I think that's what we did. Basically, just as the halftime came out second half, and doing best, playing popular football. Defense got us a couple stops, so I did my job going down there and score.
And after a first half where you didn't get to throw too many times and come out in the second half, weather's a bit better, able to get the ball in the air a little more, how comfortable did you feel throwing in that second half?
I felt very comfortable. First half, just a lot of rain, just got to adapt to it, just got to play how the game going. Then second half, came out doing what we're doing best, throwing the ball and running the ball. So we're just going to keep getting better each week.
Like you got it.
Coach, I just wanted to, you know, on that same vein, it takes a lot of maturity to go into the locker room and come back out and be fresh and be fired up. How have you seen this team this year grow in that maturity sense to be able to compete in a game like this?
I mean, we preach it every single day, and sometimes I feel like a broken record. Sometimes I feel like a message is not getting through. But we talk about being a process. And these guys here, and this is why I say, like, Jonas has been the voice in that locker room. Okay, he's speaking the message that's coming from me. Like, I'm already fired up, and sometimes I'm too fired up. So now Jonas has taken that leadership role, and I don't have to say it anymore. Like, he knows what we need. And so our players respect him so much because he works so hard in the classroom, on the football field. And so when Jonas Davis say something, they're going to be listening. So the message is being now passed along to our players. I want a player-led football team. I don't want a coach-led team. If I got to tell you everything, then we're not doing something right. So I want our players to be able to control the atmosphere, be able to set the temperature. Whenever we walk in a room, I want my players to be able to set the temperature. And so we're starting to get there as a program, and we're going to celebrate this one tonight. And like I said, Jonas said something to me when we were playing Grambling. It was a 4th and 2. He looked at me. He said, "Go for it." I said, "No." He said, "You scared?" But see, this is what I need, okay? I said, "Jonas, I don't feel it." He said, "Coach, you been talking about this, what we about?" And so, and I told him, I said, "Man, you my guy." I said, "Me and him meet." I said, "Man, you can tell me." I said, you the assistant head coach, man. So whatever you feeling, you let me know. And so this is what it's about. This football team is starting to grow, and I think the people in this community are starting to feel that we got something special brewing. We got to continue to work.
Hey, Coach, I did just want to ask, there at the end, as you're running up the clock, a couple times maybe you could have took a knee, decided to keep running offense. What was the discussion behind that?
No, obviously, I mean, we were up 14 points. They had 3 timeouts, okay? We're trying to get a first down. So they crowd in the box, and so we threw a pass. And then it was a pass interference, okay? Now we got backups in the game. They got family members here too, right? And so we want to give them an opportunity to do what? Run the ball. They got 9 people in the box. Makai pulls, he runs up the sideline. All right, now you put 7 in the box, now we throw a pass. It's nothing to it. It's football. And nobody said anything last year when they scored 42 points on us. Nobody said anything last year when the altercation happened, when their players did some things they shouldn't have did. So it wasn't about anything other than I want our kids to have the mentality, okay? All right, we're going to kill an ant with a sledgehammer. And so that's the mindset that we were trying to lay down. It wasn't about them, it's about us. I appreciate it.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Hey,